We start with a growing scandal on Long Island. Congressman-elect George Santos now under a federal investigation. Santos admitted to embellishing about his life and resume. And tonight, the Republican is facing calls to resign before he's even sworn in. The I-Team's Chris Glorioso joins us live from the newsroom with a closer look at Santos's campaign finances, which could become key to any of these various investigations he may face. Chris?
Gus, that's right. It is not illegal to lie on the campaign trail. Some would say politicians do it all the time. But it can be illegal to lie about where your campaign money came from or how you used it. And that's why critics want to know if Santos also fudged his finances.
New York free, Santos free.
As Democrats and some Republicans call for George Santos to give up his congressional seat, his finances are firmly under the microscope.
We do not want to be represented by a clown.
The I-Team reviewed federal disclosures and found the congressman-elect's personal income ballooned just when his campaign needed the cash. In May of 2020, he reported just $55,000 in income. But 2 years later, he reported being the principal of his own company with a salary of $750,000. That's important because Santos loaned his own campaign more than $500,000.
This is an exceptional case, primarily not because he loaned his campaign lots of money. Many candidates do that, but because all the other details of his story about where he got that money have proven to be false.
Dan Weiner is a former Federal Election Commission attorney who now leads the Elections and Government Center at NYU's Brennan Center. Because Santos's employment history has now been discredited, Weiner says it makes sense to ask who paid him that $750,000.
There's just no explanation that he's provided of where his money came from.
I worked damn hard to get where I got my entire life. Life wasn't easy. It didn't start off easy. As I've said it many times, I come from abject poverty. I made some mistakes, and I own up to them.
The Santos campaign did not immediately respond to the I-Team's request for more detail or comment about his finances, but some of his campaign expenses were far removed from his self-described beginnings in poverty. The expenses include hundreds of dollars to clothe his staff at Brooks Brothers, staff meetings and lunch with a donor at Bergdorf Goodman, and more than $60,000 on out-of-state airfare, hotels, and Airbnbs. The I-Team also found the Santos campaign spent exactly $199.99 on 37 transactions. $200 would be the threshold that would require receipts.
This is the sort of situation where you need to be worried not just about the FEC. You need to be worried about criminal prosecution if, in fact, what you did is intentionally use campaign funds for a personal type of expenditure.
Now, it is important to note spending lots of money on out-of-state airfare and hotels or on things that cost exactly $199 is not illegal or prohibited. But to give you some context, federal records show Santos's opponent spent less than $2,000 on airfare. We couldn't find any obvious hotel bills, and he had just one transaction that was $199. Back to you.